Hi everyone, it's Nick from Bake Your Way Kitchen again with another video, and today I'm going to show you how to make nut butter. And this is for any type of nut you want to turn into nut butter, whether that be cashew, almond, hazelnut, peanuts, whatever you want, it's going to work, and you will see how easy it is. You'll never want to buy it again. So, I'll tell you what you need. In my case, what I've got here is 1.5 cups of roasted sliced almonds. Now, I roasted these myself just simply on the stove over medium heat, constantly stirring for 10 minutes, as well as a teaspoon of peanut oil. Now, for about this amount, which is 1.5 cups, I would say that's about 150, 160 grams. So all you have to do is put your peanuts in a food processor, and you pretty much need a food processor for this. You definitely can't do this step by hand, simply because it would just be way too complicated. Anyways, here's the peanut oil, and you simply add in this peanut oil. And one thing I do sometimes add, in this case I won't, is add salt. It's kind of to taste, so what I would recommend is you just add the nut that you're going to use plus a teaspoon or two of peanut oil. It doesn't need to be peanut oil, by the way. It could be canola oil, but I would just recommend peanut oil because you kind of want like that nutty flavor. Now, for those of you that may ask, is it necessary to add it in? I would say it's not 100% necessary, but it will really help give you that nice smooth texture that you're looking for. I would just say it's a pretty important step. So all I'm going to do now is process this until it's at the desired consistency that I want, and it'll be the same for you, and I'll show you what it looks like once it's there. This is what it looks like. Now, if you don't roast your nuts, or if they are raw, it will not turn to this dark color. I would really recommend, if you do decide to do this recipe or to make nuts into nut butter, that you buy the raw nuts and then roast them or toast them yourself, either on the top of a stove, which requires no oil, or just in the oven for about 10 minutes. It's very simple, but it brings out such great flavor. And as you can see with this nut butter, like with all nuts, when it processes over a period of time, its natural oils are released, which is why it becomes to this texture. And you can use this on toast. I really like it on like bananas or making granola. It's just so versatile and so easy, and you'll never want to return to going back to making or to buying nut butters again. And as I mentioned earlier, you can flavor this. I know if you want it to have a little salt flavor, you could add up to a teaspoon of salt to your nut butter, unless you want it raw. You could also sweeten it up a bit. I know it can be a little bit of an acquired taste to have raw nut butter, especially when you're used to the regular supermarket varieties that tend to have a lot of sugar in them. I would really recommend, though, if you are planning to try this route of the nut butter and you've been purchasing the regular store-bought nut butters like peanut butter, almond butters for so long, that you really recommend giving this a try and putting it on toast. You will acquire the taste for it. It is less sweet, but it is better for you because it is raw. There's no processing, no hydrogenated oils. So yeah, I would really recommend this recipe, and as I mentioned, if you have any questions about this at all, or if you have any suggestions or feedback, let me know. But yeah, so very simple recipe, but thought I would show you, and who knows, I might use this nut butter for a particular recipe in the future. Stay tuned.